Hi, we're going to talk about computer software, creative and multimedia software. Creative means gaming, that's creative. Multimedia meaning you can see it and you can hear it. You're going to use your eyes and your ear. It's called multimedia. Two media. It's not like a book. A book, you read it. It's not like a piece of music. Music, you listen to it. A movie is like a multimedia. Computer game is a multimedia. Creative can be anything. They are talking about the Macs are the preferred for multimedia. Many people using Apple computer as a workstation for design believe that Mac have more functions for multimedia, for audio function, for video function, comparing that of Windows. That's one selling point of Apple computer. Another selling point is once you get use of Apple computer, you may not want to change. You may not want to learn how to use a Windows computer. There's some learning curve there. And you get use of it, you say, hey, it's very good. Right? There's no comparison. You don't use a Windows, you would never know the good or bad. So that's one thing. Talking about media player, that's the app here. Once you create a piece of multimedia, like in under MOV format, .mov or .mp4 format, you need to have a player to play it, to show it to you, to show the video and audio. There are many media players. Microsoft have a media player. Apple have a media player. They all have. There are some free media player. The problem may be once you use one media player and the other media player cannot be used. For example, before I load my videoed lectures under a classroom. In the classroom, that's a Blackboard classroom. They have a different way for me to upload it there. Using the Microsoft Media Player or using a Apple Media Player. That's different. So I load in one format. Some students are fine. Some students say, hey, I cannot see it. Whoa, okay. So let me also load in another media player. Then my lecture, identical media lecture, I have to load twice. 2 files. In this case, the Apple computer's user can view one file. The Windows can view another file. They're identical, different format. So I have to do that. I learned my lesson. I don't do that anymore. So what I do, I post it under YouTube. Then YouTube, you are using an Apple computer, you are using a Windows computer, using a Samsung phone, using an iPhone, make no difference. You still can view YouTube. I let YouTube to handle this for me. I don't have that redundant effort for uploading a piece of multimedia for different computers using different media players. So that's what I'm doing. Drawing. There are pictures. Say Adobe. Adobe is PDF and you're using that. And they also have illustrators, some other product other than PDF format. And they are using this Illustrate to help you to draw something. I'm also teaching gaming. In the gaming world, they have 3ds, Maya, and many different tools. They can all use to draw or create some graphics. So there are so many different types to create artwork. Drawing. They give you some example. such as Microsoft Paint. Or you can do that. In format, this is all picture format. JPG, GIF, PNG. That's different format. You can consider this different format is like a different technology. Like if you use the snipper, you're going to capture a portion of the screen. You save it, it's under PNG format. And if you have a picture, take a picture, typically under JPEG format, JPG. If you have an iPhone 11 Pro, you take a picture, they're not in JPG format. They have their own newer format. It's higher resolution, occupying less space. But they have a cool function. You can set it. Once you use this iPhone 11 picture, you can view it in your iPhone 11, no problem. But if you send that format to other people, they cannot see it. Then iPhone said that you want to send it to accommodate to their format. Then they will send it, that format, into JPG and send it out. Then people don't have any problem. That's, as we can see, this is a keep improving areas for this multimedia. We still have a lot of work to do for this multimedia. Comparing to viewing, you want to see it. You have Word and they have PDF, Adobe PDF. I publish books. So my books, I use Word format. I give it to the publisher. The publisher changed to PDF format. The difference is the Word file, what you see may not be what you get. What you get meaning what you printed out. They have some hidden character. You cannot see it. But once printed out, you say, whoa, that's not what I see. What you see and what it is printed out may be different. Adobe, it's like a picture file. There's no hidden file, hidden character. What you see is what you're going to get. So that's better, right? So PDF, that's limited change you need to make. PDF is good enough. Word is good enough. Anything new may not be needed. But not like in multimedia. We use the computer games. How can we make it better and easy to use? Much more complex. Make it more user-friendly, make it more functional. That's many, many new products that keep coming out. In some small gaming companies, they're doing this multimedia. It's kind of small, right? But once they have good product, and you say that this have a patent, may not have patent, but it's a copyright, 50 years, and big company like Google, Microsoft may acquire, may pay money to say, hey, sell your company to me. You have this such a good way to create multimedia files. I'm going to buy your company. I give you this amount of money you cannot refuse. That's too good to be true. So it happens. Graphic editing, Adobe, Photoshop. We all take photo. And how to edit a photo. Yeah, you can change the lighting. You can cut it. You can make it sharper. You can make it softer. There are many, many functions. You can make it thinner. You can make all those kind of functions. Yeah, you can remove some dot. There are many, many functions. Adobe Photoshop. There are other tools can change in your picture file. They also have some tools they can change your video. For example, I use Kaltura to videotape this lecture. And under the Kaltura, if I recorded 1 hour, I figuring out there are 5 seconds I don't really want to say that. Can I cut it out? Yes, I can use Kaltura to cut it out. Or once I published under YouTube, then I figuring out, hey, I really want to remove this 5 seconds video. Can I do it? Yes. Using the YouTube function, it's very easy. It take maybe 10 minutes to mark the area I want it to be deleted. After I delete it, it's not like a blank. They are going to combine, just skip those 10 seconds or 5 seconds and continuing. It's going to continuing. It's not going to have 5 seconds silence or blank screen. It's not like that. That's a video editor. We're talking about photo. Photo is like an image, like a snapshot of a video. We used to say that we have 3 types of traffic. One is voice, one is data, one is video. The voice, like you talk to someone, that's the voice. The data, you send out text message, email, and video, like a movie. How about picture? Picture can be considered as a snapshot of a video, a very short piece of time of a frame of a video. So we can consider 3 types of traffic. Traffic is when we are moving, or 3 types of info. Voice, data, and video. If you really want to consider the picture file, you can make it 4. That will be voice, data, image, and video. We're going to see a lot of improvement, not in the voice, not in the data, but in the image and video. Image is your picture. So video editing, showing you that, Apple have a Final Cut Pro. Yeah, I mean, like all the companies, all the software, they all have their different way to do it, to editing your software. Adobe have a software, Premiere. Apple have a software, Avid Media have a software. YouTube have a software to editing your video. Say I recorded a 2 hours video. I posted it under YouTube. Well, I figured out I may need to remove 5 seconds of talk. That talk may not be may be incorrect. I made a mistake. Can I fix it? Oh yeah, you can fix it. Or I have to re-record 2 hours. I don't want to re-record 2 hours. I may make another different type of mistake. That's end this. I mean, talking 2 hours, typically I may make 1 or 2 small minor mistakes. I'm only human. So what can I do? Redo it, and it won't work. So I'm going to cut that short period of time, that mistake, that minor mistake. 3D modeling, the CAD, computer-aided design. You want to design a new car. Long time ago, use a piece of paper, use a pencil to draw a picture. Today you don't. Use a computer tool. You draw it under the computer. You can rotate it. You can upside down, see the front view, the rear view, the side view, and rotate it here. And running, let the car running and see all the views. See, this is a beautiful design of a car, huh? So we are using computer way to design. That's called CAD, computer-aided design. 3D, 3-dimension modeling. So everybody use that. But the talents still count. That's a science portion. And they also have an art portion, the talents. If you don't have talents, you have this good tool. You make it 3D. The car is ugly, still ugly, right? It's not creative, still not creative. Use the computer 3D. I mean, it's not going to help. So you need to have both. This design is both art and science. You can draw a very creative car, and people still going to see it. Oh, that's a very, very beautiful design of a car. And I want to see it from real side. Oh, let me draw you a real side. I want to see it from the front side. Oh, let me draw you from the front side. that's I want to see when the car make a U-turn, what it look like. It still looks like very, very beautiful. Then what are you going to do? Let me draw you. You cannot draw me here. So we have to use the computer way. And once the computer way, you can reproduce. You can, based on that, keep changing. So that's more efficient, effective way to do the car design. And once you have the car design, you can be based on the simulation. Say, I have a dummy inside of a car. I want to see if this car, in case crash, hit a wall, what happened? I can use the computer to simulate the safety features, the airbag, all those safety features. So the computer simulated. It's not only design, we can make it simulated. We can make it rendering, the moving. So that's the beauty. Audio editing as well. Say CD, MP3, digital format, and you can edit. There are some tools for you. If you pay money, then you go to YouTube, you see a piece of video, you like it, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 1 hour, you can download it to your computer. Technically, you can. You pay money. It's called like a 4D video. I have that. No problem. Technically, you can do that. But should that be copyright protected? Then you are copyright infringement. You're against the copyright. They only guarantee technical side. They don't guarantee you about a legal side. Then that's your decision. In some video there, they are not copyright protected. Then you can feel free to download it. But once you download it, you need to have that tool. You pay money to that tool, then you can download it. They show you the industry standard, the Avid Pro Tools. Apple have their own tool, GarageBand, and they have open source, some tool for sound, for music. Again, this is talking about technical side. You want to make a copy of a piece of music or download a piece of music. Technical side, they have tools to help you do that. Legal side, you're on your own. They are copyright protected. You're not supposed to download. Even with the tool, technically you can download. If you download, that's still on you. You have done something illegally. And desktop publishing here, Adobe. That's like a PDF file to publish in here. The publishing, the printing, as I mentioned to you, I publish book. I use the Word format for my book. I gave it to the publisher. The publisher changed to Adobe format. Then they publish. What you see is what you get. Adobe can do much more comparing to Word in publishing a book. They use Adobe to computer to hook up a printer, a fast printer to copy it here. That's nowadays. It's not that difficult. And then some people publish a book. Should the book is not for many people, then the author can also considering website publishing as well. Like me, I publish book, hard printed book, and I also post it myself under the website. Whoever want to see it, see it. Okay, you want to read my book? Pay money and get a printed hard copy book, fine. Or you go to my website, you read my book. That's free. Yeah, if I want to charge money, I can charge money. But I don't want to charge money, so it's free. But copyright, can you use it? You can use a little bit. Use entirely. No, you cannot. You just cannot. That's copyright. as my copyright. I'll let you read it. That means I don't want to have any copyright anymore. That's different way. Web developments. So Microsoft Visual Studio here. They tell you that the website, there are many ways for the website. You have Facebook, you have website, how you want to organize or make your website appealing. They have some tool for you to do. So website development, the school all have website, company all have website. They hire some people or some company to do their website design. In some website, they even have bilingual, maybe English and Spanish. So they really need a lot of people with a lot of talents to do their website design. Education and entertainment. Education and entertainment are two things, and it can be one. It can be both educational and entertaining. Nothing wrong about that. The classroom, we want to make it fun. That's educational, be it interesting. So that's used in this multimedia, or another term is gaming skill here, simulation. See here, that's virtual reality. It's called virtual reality. It's like real, it's so real, but it's not, it's so real. It's not real, it's just so real. It's virtual reality. Yeah, like here, you're going to swim with a shark. Hey, that's scary. But you use this goggle-like glass to swim with the shark. The shark will not eat you up. Looks like the shark going to eat me up. It cannot. It's called virtual reality. You still feel scary here. They're going to have more in virtual reality because for people retire, they got nothing to do. Instead of twisting of their thumbs here, they want to have some excitement. Hey, this is excitement you can have, right? Or you really want to swim with sharks, you can. There are some areas like you allow you to do that. And what are you going to do? They may use a virtual reality to train you. Say, hey, this is something may happen. The shark will come this way, you come that way. So you have better idea. Otherwise, you may be in panicking mode and doing something wrong to irritate the sharks. We don't want that from happening. So that's like one training tools. Training, if you say training is kind of educational, okay, then that's it. Virtual reality. We're going to see more and more virtual reality product. Vertical market, let's say health care or insurance. This is a vertical market. This is the new term. There are so many terms. This tool is for pharmaceuticals. Then let's say vertical market. Large business is for a big company, like a project management function here, customer relationship management function capability. They have some software tools for large business or big company to use to handle their huge customer base info. Based on that, to make a decision. But that's only a tool. You still need to have your intelligence to make the decision. They can suggest you, but they may suggest you wrong. You know your customer. You can use this as a reference, but you should not 100% to listen to the software. At least up to today, the software is not as smart. Software development, they have life circle here, showing you a flow chart. That's a very old technology, still very useful technology. Flow chart. Long time ago, when I say long time ago, I say like 40 years ago. I learned computers. I write a program piece of coding, and I always write a flow chart. The teacher want me to write a flow chart. You have flow chart, you have a piece of coding side by side. That's good old days. Then later on, you draw a flow chart. There's tools. They can be based on your flow chart to generate the coding. Of course, you need to go there and check the coding out correctly. You need to make a minor change. That's one way. So from flow chart to generate coding. And also, at the same time, you just write your coding. Based on your coding, there were tools going to generate flow chart. Then you can see your flow chart. You don't have to do both by yourself. You got a flow chart, can generate to coding. You have coding, can generate to flow chart. You don't have to do a flow chart and a coding and try to match it. It's a pain. It's not matching. Not your problem. Which one should I be based? Based on the flow chart says A, based on your coding says B. Which one is correct? That's the problem. Once you have a tool to generate, most likely they are in sync. They are matched. So algorithm for flow chart. This one here, flow chart, have input data, and you have this sign, say data type, sequence or non-sequence. They make a decision make, then come back, then to yes or no, and do this and return. So that's your flow chart. Like if then else. If yes, I do this, then I do this, else I do that. Or case of. Case of 1, I do this. 2, I do this. 3, I do this. 5, I do this. 4, I do that. That's basically that if then else and case of kind of way to make a decision. That's your flow chart. Coding. Yeah, you can see the coding here. Hey, coding. C++, that's good. We used to have a C language. It's a beautiful language, and nobody used it. School don't teach C language anymore, but it's a very, very beautiful language. Then you have C++, they have Java. Java is for web side to use Java. C Sharp, Python. Python is a new language many people want to learn to use it for the business reporting functions, better functions. So that's for language. Yes, I would suggest those are good used language you want to learn. Testing and maintenance. Your bugs here. We all have bugs. Computer have some bugs here. You need to fix it here. And your beta version. They release the alpha version, the beta version. Beta version is to test. People test your version. It's like a trial version. It's not like your final version. In software update, patch, yeah, that's the term. The computer, I found a bug. I want to patch it. I want to fix it. I want to patch. I have a system update. I want to update the info. Once in a while, or from time to time, or once I need it to, I update the software. See the coding? This guy says if something, 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 return something, something. That's the coding. The coding is important. It's not going to go away. It's right now, the one hard area is robots. Robots, they have hardware, they have software. The software mainly are coding. You code it wrong. Computer is good. Basically, computer don't do anything wrong. If the computer programs or coding is not working, because you code it this way to let it work in the not working way. It's based on you. You don't point finger to the coding. You point finger back to yourself. What have I done wrong? Now the program is not working. What have I changed? That's what you're thinking here. It's more like reflective thinking. It's less like, the code in your computer got some problem. It may, but chances are you made some mistake. Coding, computer programmers, we still need it. Flowchart, typically we don't use it anymore. Then you say no flowchart, what are you going to do? I'll just read the code. Or you like to read, you're old type of person, still read your flowchart, that's fine. It's easier. Which one is easier? I think most people nowadays, they don't use flowchart. They just read the code. They in their mind, they can like have a flowchart. They know they are building their own flowchart in their mind. They don't have to use a flowchart anymore. That's something I would like to share with you.